He looked at his watch again. It was 10 minutes past 4 p.m. in London, which meant it was 9:40 at night in Delhi. She couldn't have gone to sleep. Then it occurred to him that her phone hadn't rung at all, which indicated it might have been switched off. She wasn't the sort of person who switched off their mobile phone. Who switched off their phone these days anyway? And she had a child who resided in a hostel. Parents with children in boarding schools never switched off their phones. It could be out of juice, and maybe she had forgotten to put it on charge. It could be an explanation, but it didn't convince him. For her to be desperate enough to call him 7 times, she wouldn't just let her phone battery run dry and not bother to charge it. No, something didn't sit right. He called again as he waited at the carousel, waiting for his bag. Same result. Was there any sense in leaving yet another message for her? She would get the first voicemail, and she would be able to see his missed calls whenever she switched on her phone. And she'd know he'd called. He called once more as he eventually picked up his bag after a 20-minute wait. It went straight to voicemail yet again. Think, Akash. Was she okay? Maybe she had had an accident and had been taken into some hospital for surgery? But why would she call him? She'd call the ambulance service. He failed to work out what could have been so serious. As he walked out of the exit, there he spotted the driver, Mr. Brown, paging him. A rotund English gent in his 50s, clean-shaven and wearing a dark suit. His red face demonstrated that he enjoyed beer more than he should. Akash waved and he smiled back in acknowledgement. "Good afternoon and welcome to England, Mr. Hingorani," he said as he took the bag from Akash. "Good afternoon, Mr. Brown," Akash responded. "And please, call me Akash. Mr. Hingorani makes me feel old." "You're a young lad, Akash," Mr. Brown chuckled. "I'm Jim, by the way." "Jim, I need to make an urgent call before we leave. Why don't you pick up coffees while I make this call, please? And then we can be on our way. Is that okay?" "It's fine by me. It's a 2-hour drive, give or take, so even if we leave here by 5, we should be fine. Anyway, it can't get any darker." He chuckled again and walked toward a Costa concession within the terminal. Akash followed. He put on his earphones and called again. No response. It was getting late in Delhi. Maybe he'd speak to her first thing tomorrow morning? Should he be worried? Well, there was only one way to find out.